Song's over. Damn. We've been
That was
gone.
fast.
We've been gone, but we back. Ladies and gentlemen, Front Row Wrestling Podcast. I am Mr. KS. That is who are you this week? Still haven't watched Chris Adams. He's still not
Oh,
watching
I,
wrestling.
I,
He's
I still haven't really watched
he's
much.
still not watching wrestling. I don't
I have seen a couple of clips, and I did give Raw a try a couple of weeks ago. But while it played in the background, I probably,
let's
if
just
I had to
tell
give you a
let's tell you
percentage,
you cut it on because you were hoping to hear L.A. Night and you didn't
yeah, and
hear
I
it
didn't, I didn't,
and you
I
didn't
didn't
hear
have the
it. So
volume turned up either. I just kept glancing over as I was playing my game on the computer. The other
you,
monitor had Raw up. I'd glance over there. If it looked all right, I'd say, "Oh,
you
what's this?" But if I had to give you a percentage of what I actually paid attention to, it'd probably been like 80%, 85% not paid attention to.
you were like that kid, sitting in the window waiting for daddy to come home, and daddy never came home.
Oh
It
wow,
was so sad.
he was just going for some milk. I mean, I don't understand what happened.
And daddy made that left turn and it never came home, bro. No, so you're not watching. What have you seen as far as clips since you're not watching the shows? Please
um,
tell me. You said you didn't see the golf course match last week, so
no, thankfully I did not. Thankfully, I seen as far as AEW goes, I saw where Osprey got together with Moxley in that group, and Moxley was telling him, he was pulling his inner Yoda out, trying to explain to him why he's better than what he is and stuff, and how he could be better.
does
I
Moxley really
seen
have an
Darby
inner
Allen
Yoda?
and MJF signing for their title match.
Does
Um,
Moxley
there,
really have an inner Yoda? Is there really an inner
that's
Yoda
just
for
that's all
Moxley?
I knew how to compare it to, man. That's all I knew what to say. He was just trying to act like he's, I don't know, like he's, you know what I'm trying to say. Call it what you want, Yoda, Gandhi, somebody who's important. I mean, I don't know, just like he's super smart. I don't know, but I did not. Thankfully, I did not see no golf course. Who wrestled on a golf course?
Darby Allen and I think it was Pop.
Oh wait. Oh no 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 no. Hold on. Yes, I saw. I did see a clip. But was that a golf course they were on?
Yes,
I saw a quick clip of that. Not much, but a quick clip. I was like, it didn't. The whole thing didn't stay on the golf course though, right?
yes.
Was the whole thing on the golf course? Man, that just shows you how much I paid attention to it then, because I do recall him and Pac wrestling each other in a clip, but I didn't pay a lot of attention to it. Um,
That
man, I did
just
not realize that was a golf course
that is
though.
proof. That is proof positive. That just goes to show you that no matter what people say about WWE, if AEW does it, it's okay. Because we all know if WWE had did that shit, Chris, we'd have seen post upon post upon
It
post.
was not okay. It was not okay.
But no,
No, I told you the moment ago
it
that
may not have been okay, but
I
it's we're not going to say it's not okay.
it's like I told you a moment ago, the fun house thing they did. They fought in that house. That wasn't okay. I didn't like that. I don't like the sounds of the golf course thing. And now I do remember seeing a glimpse of it, but I didn't pay attention enough to realize that was a golf course though.
Yeah, they were doing
Um,
Canadian destroyers and sand traps, man. This is a good time had by all.
but you know what though? I mean, ask me how much I've actually watched everything, because everything has not really been watched. I didn't even watch the PLE, and I
What you're
didn't miss it.
what you're
After the fact, I
witnessing
realized I didn't even miss it.
what you're witnessing real time, ladies and gentlemen, is Chris Adams, who just a short year ago was on this show waving the AEW flag like they had just planted it on the top of Mount Everest.
I still like AEW wrestling though.
And
Just because I
now
don't watch
this
it,
is
don't mean I don't like it. So.
just a short year later, Chris Adams has admitted on live television that AEW is not worth watching.
Are we on live television?
YouTube,
That's what you said. Television.
same thing. And look,
Close enough.
these days live streaming on YouTube is just like
If they're
being.
broadcasting from the golf course, then no, I would never watch that.
But
Um,
why, Chris? It's where the best wrestle, Chris.
some of the best do wrestle there, just not on the golf course.
Okay, so we want to get into this now. How far we just hit the 5 minute mark. We're gonna get into this now. You
No,
name
not
me.
really, because you were asking me what I watched.
You name me three people on AEW's roster that I can't find better on WWE's roster? Name them.
But three people that you
Three
I can tell you that's on the AEW roster.
that I can't find nobody on WWE's roster that's better than them. You name them.
So if I name someone, you're gonna tell me that you're gonna go pick 4 or 5 people from WWE that you think is better.
I can pick. I could keep it to one. That's fine.
I mean,
Tell you,
that's
I can
like a that's
say
like a
people that I can tell you better than that's better than
that's
one.
like a pointless argument because that's about like who we like and who we don't at that point. If I tell
It's
you MJF is great, you're gonna say, well, Seth Rollins is greater or Braun
MJ
Breaker is
MJ
greater.
MJF is a hell of a talker.
I mean,
But
Swerve is
if you
great
if you
when he wrestles. He ain't wrestled lately.
MJF is a hell of a talker, but if you're gonna sit there and tell me he's better than the top three wrestlers in WWE, something might be a little wrong with you.
MJF's a great wrestler. I don't know what to tell you, man.
I didn't say he wasn't, but he's not better than the top three wrestlers in WWE.
Well, see, in your opinion, even if it's not my opinion and it's
Do we
somebody
have to
else's opinion,
do we have to put a
this
poll up, Chris? Do we have
this
to
is
put
what
a
I'm
poll up,
saying.
Chris? Do we
Even
have to put a poll up, Chris?
no,
Do
because your
we
poll is
have
full
to
of
put?
WWF lifers. We can't do that.
I, so now I have control over who people vote on in the poll.
Yeah, this is hey, this has been.
I wish I had that type of mind control.
Look, I told you I was going to behave tonight. Look what you're doing.
I
You're
wish I had that.
hanging
Look,
it out of me on purpose.
look. More than ever this week, wrestling and wrestling discussion needs to be a distraction for me. So I am
Hey,
all for
calm.
having a heavy
Hey,
wrestling
hey,
debate today.
breathe. Breathe, breathe, Mr. Gas. Breathe. It's okay. Calm down. Calm
I'm
down. We
breathing.
don't want you to
I'm
get. We
breathing,
don't
brother.
want you to turn green and get all hulked us on us. I mean, don't go that far.
I have not turned or drank anything green since 1998, sir.
Okay. No, but back to the PLE I mentioned earlier. I didn't even watch the PLE. My VPN ran out and I didn't renew it. And I was like, when I realized I was gonna go watch the PLE, I went to pull it up and I realized at that point I couldn't watch it because of that. I was like, oh, that's right, it went out. But I could have went and renewed it at least for a month so I could watch the
Well,
PLE. But I didn't do it because I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna wait and I'm gonna look at some clips from it the next day and see what I thought about it. And I saw some clips and some of it looked pretty decent, but in the end, I didn't miss watching it that Saturday night. I didn't
no,
miss it.
no, and this is going to come as a surprise from everybody who thinks I'm such a WWE, whatever you want to call it. And
Apologies.
for the most part, I am. Look, it's what I grew up on. Okay, hey, um, you didn't. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't nothing you had to just outright see live either.
Mhm.
I'll put it to you that way.
I mean,
If
it's
you
not
missed it,
SummerSlam.
eh,
It's not
there
WrestleMania.
there are some Summer Slams I could have missed. There are some Summer Slams I could have missed, bro. I ain't gonna
Backlash
lie
is
to you.
hardly ever that important. And what's the next one? What's the next one? It's
They
even
got
less
to.
important than when Backlash
They got
was.
to.
Whoa.
Because those overseas PLEs be rocking, my brother.
Hell, no, the people rocking. The
I,
the
hey,
ideas and the thoughts usually aren't.
look, who am I to tell people who pay their hard-earned money that cheer so loud that the camera shakes and the building shakes that they're not having a good time? Who am I, Chris?
Well, they're having a good time. They never get them over there. I mean, they enjoy it the one time they get it every blue moon. So
We hardly ever get them here either, in this area anymore. There was a time back in the day, man. We were guaranteed at least 2 to 3 PLEs or pay-per-views around in this area. Now we lucky if we get one a year. So you know, but does that mean people are going to go to the stadium and jump up and down and shake the building? The last thing we got here was John Cena's retirement match. That was in Washington D.C. No, I did not go because no, I was not paying that amount of money to see John Cena. Sorry, just not doing it.
I don't blame you. I wouldn't pay it either.
I mean, if I had the money, I would have.
Listen, they're kicking around the idea of trying to get WrestleMania here in a couple of years.
In
That new
Tennessee,
that new football stadium being built.
you're
If
going.
they get it,
You're going.
I ain't
You're going.
going.
Oh, you're going.
No, I ain't going.
You're going. I'm
I
gonna
will
tell
not
you.
buy the tickets.
I'm gonna tell you why you're going.
Why?
Because somewhere in there's gonna be a meet and greet attached to it, and you ain't gonna pass up a chance to meet one of them fine, voluptuous WWE divas, just so you could take a picture with them at WrestleMania and rub it in my damn face.
I mean, if there's
So
a
yes, you
separate
go.
meet and greet, I'll pay to go to the meet and greet, but I
Oh,
wouldn't pay for
you're
WrestleMania
gonna get you're
tickets.
gonna join that WWE club, and you're gonna be on location, and you and green shirt guy are gonna be standing there side by side with Trish Stratus. I
Green
already
shirt
know
guy.
it. I already
Uh,
know it.
I've
Just
already
so
met
you,
Trish Stratus. I don't have to go there for that again. I already met her.
hey, Chris, Linda, we're are we grown men?
We
Are we
are, but
grown men? Okay, so
that,
saying you met Trish Stratus don't mean you ain't gonna try to meet her again.
that's true.
Okay, all right, all
I'm,
right, all right. Then let's be real about it now.
is Alexa Bliss going to be there? You know, she lives in
Okay,
Nashville anyway.
I would slow down on your love for Alexa Bliss and the fact that she's within driving distance of you
I mean,
with
she
all,
does live in Nashville. She does.
with all these stalkings of female wrestlers going on right now. We don't
You know,
want
you
you on
know
our
who else
list.
lives? You know, there's several wrestlers who live in Nashville right now.
Don't Lana live in Nashville too? Don't her and
Lana
Rusev?
and Rusev both live in
Yeah.
Nashville.
You
Yeah,
smiling?
Rusev
Wait
just
till
opened a school here in Nashville with a Gangrel.
is that your way of telling us you're becoming a wrestler, Chris?
And if I was to do it, I just got one question for you.
What's that?
What you gonna do, brother?
Oh Lord, can we do not need that. We do not need another run of that, buddy. We are all good with that one.
What you gonna do with the 100,000 Chrisomaniacs from Nashville?
Oh Lord.
I'll be on there going,
First thing
hi,
you
my
should
name
do
is Chris. I
first.
represent Front Row Wrestling Podcast, and we'd like to ask you a few questions.
I hope you put a little bit more bass in your voice if you say that.
Hi, my name is Chris. I'm from Front Row Wrestling Podcast.
I'm,
Mr.
I'm,
KS said I had to
I'm,
have more bass in my voice.
whoa! Don't mention me because I don't want my name associated with the list they're going to put you on when you show up. You know, I could picture you going to wrestling school.
Yeah.
I could see that happening. I
Uh,
mean, you did do that hobby that everybody loves so much, e-fed.
yeah, it's not.
That mean
I
that mean it
couldn't.
that mean at some point you really wanted to be a wrestler, Chris.
You
You
know
never
what
too.
though? Hey, that's legit. When I was little, me and my cousin wanted to be wrestlers when we were little. And a legit story. We checked into the Bill Dundee School of Wrestling down here in Nashville.
Oh God,
We
how
didn't
much?
go to it physically and check in. We looked into it, by like asking around and calling and stuff, and we backed out of it really quick.
Why? Didn't want to take a bump?
No, we found out how much they actually make or
What?
made back then. We found out how much they actually made back then. A lot of them when you first break in, you don't break in and go straight, like some of these guys do now, and go straight in and hit NXT and make some decent money or anything. Nothing like that.
Truth
No,
be
you were
told,
going there and you were making 10 and $15 a match if you were lucky. Then you were driving 4 hours down the road the next night to make $10 or $15 a match.
I'm glad you brought up price and wrestling and how much they make. I'm glad you brought that up.
It's a nice
Cause
segue, wasn't it?
here's my chance to just piss some people off.
Oh, well, you always take that opportunity. Let me just sit back and listen for a minute.
I don't feel bad for none of these motherfuckers who decided that, oh well, we're gonna give you a pay cut. So you mean to tell me, you mean to tell me somebody who's around the $40,000 a year range, right? And that's maybe a little bit before after taxes. Okay, you're gonna tell me that you were making 5 million and they want to pay you 2.5, and you like, oh, that's not enough money. Fuck you.
Hey, Latrell Sprewell couldn't afford to feed his family on
Yeah,
35 million, if you remember.
yeah, fuck him too. Fuck is you eating? Fuck is you eating? You as hard as we are paying $5 for gas, Chris,
I know.
and you mean to tell me, oh, bro, they don't have anything for me. They gonna give me a lesser role, and I've been in this mind you, you've been in this company for 20 and 15 fucking years, so you've made a boatload of money. Now I ain't here to count nobody's pockets, but I'm just saying, it,
So let's call out some people in particular. Okay, let's call out the one the biggest fuss is about,
the New Day.
the New Day. So now,
And I
I
like the
feel
New Day.
fairly certain.
I have no ill will against the New Day, but damn it, look at me. You ain't gonna sit here and make want me to feel sorry for you. And I think these people who are in the chat rooms and in comment sections and Twitter, X, or whatever the fuck it's called, Instagram, all that shit, you're arguing over other people's paychecks. These people are rich already, and you feel
I
sorry for them?
I don't recall Kofi Kingston arguing over how much I get for the state. I mean,
Not at all.
he don't make a fuss about my money.
Not
But
at
what I was
all.
gonna say was, I feel fairly safe in assuming that these guys made enough money over the years that they were smart enough to put money in their bank accounts. Not to mention their outside of wrestling ventures, such as what's his name,
Austin Creed,
Austin Creed, up, down, down, doing the podcasting bit and everything,
all his
making money
cons,
with the gaming
conventions,
part outside of wrestling.
endorsements. Kofi Kingston is
Yes,
wrestling in $300 sneakers, my boy.
yes. So I feel certain these guys were making enough money to support themselves for quite a while, and they took care of themselves by putting some money in a bank or in investments at least that made more money.
Here's the thing, and like I said, the people who are arguing over these people's paycheck in comment sections, you need lives, you need jobs, you need to go worry about your own paycheck. If you go on YouTube right now, damn it, Austin Creed just posted. I want to say about this week, last week, sometime within the last month. He got a brand new arcade. He posted his arcade in his basement. This fucker's
Mhm.
got LED. It's like really. Remember them old school dark arcades? That was real dark. You never knew what time it
Yes,
was when you was in there. But that's what his
yes.
basement looks like. That's at least $30,000 to $40,000 worth of work, not including the games and shit you got in there, right?
Yeah, they're not hurting for money.
You want me to
Okay.
feel sorry for this fucker? Oh, they wanted to pay me five. I agreed to five last year, but now they want me to make 2.5, and I know my worth. Fuck you, sir.
Now we should go. We should give a little context to this here. He and I had this conversation the week this was happening and everything. All right. Well, we were talking about it in real time and everything. And I, of course, like to play devil's advocate with him all the time just to get him riled up. And I was telling him how unfair it was, totally unfair that they would sign them to $5 million because they wanted them so badly, just to turn around about a year or less later and say, "Well, maybe I'll just ask you to take 50% less because you're not really giving me the value I thought I was getting when I paid for you." But I mean, and my argument to you was what at the time is it they're not getting the value out of them, or they're not putting them in anything to get the value out of them.
It's
And
probably a little
I
bit of
was saying
both.
I was saying that to be a little bit of an aggravation, of course. The fact that they were making 5 million and were asked to take a cut to 2.5 to 3 million, something like that. That's not the end of the world, especially when you're still with the company and you still got everything else going for you, and you're not doing anything to really earn that money anyway. You're in the background collecting a paycheck, sitting around. You're not taking all these hard bumps or anything. You're not. I mean, unless you're just one of these rare people that want to be out there on TV and seen, and that's your only thing you want. You just want to be on there and be seen, whether you're champion or not. You want to be in the spotlight somewhere. All right, but
But everybody deserves a turn, Chris. You can't be.
I agree.
We
Everybody deserves a turn at stuff like heavyweight champion and everything. For example, everybody deserves to be heavyweight champion at one point.
here we go. Here we go. I
I'm
already know
not
you
going to
go.
throw any names out there. I'm just saying that if you rotate that belt around enough, everybody at some point gets to touch it and put it around their waist for a couple of months or something, Yeah,
Yeah,
that's all I'm
I hear
saying.
you. I hear you. I hear
So,
you.
but I mean, some of the other people, some of the other people, they
Yeah,
got
yeah,
cut.
right. Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah.
Kyrie Sane, okay, Kyrie Sane. They made the second biggest stink over Kyrie Sane
And
because
with
they really. And I will say one thing about the Kyrie Sane thing. All right, I felt like there was some unfinished business left that they could have put out there for some good programming, um, but cut her loose too soon from it. I mean, there needed to be a turn of her against Asuka and fighting Asuka because the way Asuka had really ran over her the whole time. That would have been something to see that people would have got behind. I think. Now I wonder this though. Answer this question. I mean, because I haven't watched enough. No, I saw a clip the other day of Oscar giving the Io Sky a hug and saying she's glad it was her and blah blah blah. Then she's taking her suitcase off. Like, is she leaving?
I have not heard anything. I don't have sources. You know, I'm not gonna
I
sit
was
here
going to
and
ask you
make.
about your sources at the Wrestling
I'm
Observer like that, man. Come on.
yeah. Truth be told, they don't have fucking sources either. They're just guessing like everybody else. But anyway,
What's
um,
what's Dave Meltzer saying?
he said the dumbest shit ever. She's semi-retired. The fuck does that mean?
Halfway, halfway retired.
I'll tell you what that means. It means he don't fucking know. He's leaving himself an out. He can say she's semi-retired. That means he's safe if she comes back. He's safe if she don't come back.
Right. Exactly. That's just like all the people who were out there saying that they heard New Day's going to AEW. Really? Where'd you hear that at? Well, they can go back and tell you later. Well, I heard one source say it, but another source said that they wouldn't going to because they're happy with what they're doing right now outside of the
And,
business.
and this is how I know people who do these arguing with each other in comment sections aren't smart. They don't know how business works. They don't know how contracts work. They don't know how any of this works. They're just a fan who's watching TV and arguing, excuse me, and saying dumb stuff to each other.
And
Oh,
the fact that the fact that
they
AEW wrestlers are making New Day references ain't helping any.
no, they're just poking a bear. But yeah,
Right,
this
exactly. They're like,
just
I
poking a
wonder
fucking
if I
bear.
say if MJF goes, by the way, this ain't gonna happen because it's a new day, or something. People
They're
are
just
like, oh,
poking a bear.
MJF knows something. He knows something. They're
But
coming to
now,
AEW.
these people are sitting here and say, "Oh, they fired them and they can't work for 90 days." You dumbasses! They're still employed. That's why they have a 90-day cause. They're still getting paid for the next 90 days. You dumbasses! That's what the whole 90-day non-compete means. That means we're sitting you down for 90 days. We're still paying you. You're still getting your benefits and all that shit for the next 3 months. When that 3 months
But
is over and the paycheck stop, you can go do whatever the fuck you want.
right,
But no, you can't tell these fools this. They, oh, no, that's not fair. They're going to cut their money and fire them and then tell them they can't work for 90 days. You dumbass. That's not legal. You idiot.
so so who all we had? We had New Day, right?
Wide,
We
wide,
had we
wide
had
six are
Kyrie
gone.
Sane.
Wide six are gone.
The White Six are gone, which is I'm sorry,
And
Ralph.
I'm about to piss somebody off with that one. And it
Yeah,
might be Ralph. Ralph, you cool and all, but if you get mad about this, I don't know what to tell you, buddy. They did what they had outside of Bray Wyatt's memory. What were you going to do with them? They gave them an extra year of pay. They let them pay all kind of tributes. They had a whole fucking Halloween thing set up at Disney World or wherever the hell it was at down there. They got all kind of money. What are you going to do with them? Because guess what? Before they got released, everybody was saying how dumb the shit was. Blame yourselves for the Y6 getting fired. Because y'all sat around on the internet all day and called it stupid.
Did you
And now
like
that
the Did you like the thing with the MFTs at all?
no,
You never liked it.
I was not interested. I'm not gonna say I didn't like it. I just wasn't interested in it. It was not something I kept up with. Sorry, there was
Fair.
not enough.
That's fair.
There was not enough meat on the bone for me to be interested in it.
I mean, it's
That is
fair. It's not for everybody.
look. Somebody was interested in it.
Yeah.
Somebody was, but not
So
enough
it's
people to
like
keep them employed. So
I'll tell you what me like a conversation me and Ralph had about it. Of course, Ralph liked the White Six. He really liked the whole um, uh, what was the Uncle Howdy thing
yeah,
that Bo Dallas was doing. He thought it was pretty cool. And the White Six thing he really got into. I always told him that yeah, they're pretty cool,
yeah.
but I wasn't deeply into it myself. I mean, the whole thing with MFTs and some of the fights were fun to watch. They were pretty good, but the thing with the lantern I couldn't get into.
There wasn't enough substance to it.
Yeah, I just
And
I
you can
couldn't
blame
get
that on
into the.
creative. You can blame that on the people because we don't. People keep saying, "Oh, it's creative's fault. It's creative's fault. It's creative's fault." We don't know exactly what creative told them to do.
I imagine if
Just because it didn't work, that don't mean it was creative. Creative might have had a great idea. They just didn't pull it off correctly. It's not
I don't know.
always
I mean, the
creative. It's
whole
not always creative's fault.
is creative the one that came up with the idea for the lantern?
Maybe,
Yeah,
maybe,
because
but
that
we
was
don't.
kind of cheesy.
But we don't know exactly what the again. If it's not like we can sit here and look at the plans and say this was supposed to happen. This was we don't. What I'm saying is we don't know how creative saw it. We only know what showed up on television.
uh, Either way it goes, whether it was creative, whether it was the talent involved, or whatever the case may be, it just wasn't something that I could wrap myself around full time.
I put it to you this way, right? We football fans, right? Me
Yeah,
Cowboys, you Titans, right? Your coach, who's the coach? I forgot who the coach is. It
Robert Sala.
Solid? Yeah, that's right. I got a new coach. Okay, he draws up a play. The play looks great on paper, but it's poorly executed on the field. Who's getting fired first? Who's getting
Who's
benched?
doing who's going to do the firing? Is it the owner?
Maybe, maybe the
Coach
general
gets fired
manager.
first. Coach gets fired first.
Not all the time. Not all the
You
time.
know this crazy woman that runs this team here. Okay, you
Oh
don't
well,
know.
yeah. We're in real football. I forgot y'all got all kind of crazy shit going on in Tennessee.
Jerry Jones does the same darn thing sometimes.
Yeah, he's held on to his players too long, and he's fouled it. Sometimes you fire the coach, sometimes you fire. But what I'm saying is,
But I get what you're saying though.
if I draw up a touchdown, if this play has won touchdowns, if this play has produced touchdowns, this play has stopped offenses, this play has stopped defenses, and all of a sudden we put a different player in there, and now all of a sudden shit don't work. Is it the coach or is it the player?
Is it the is it the main players of the that's around in the play, or is it the supporting cast in the play?
I put it to you this way: if I'm paying Dak $252 million and he throws 53 interceptions and 12 touchdowns, it ain't the coach.
No, no.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So
If your running back you paid 50 million to for the year of service can't get more than 2.5 yards a carry, is it the running back's fault or the offensive line's fault?
first of all, it's the general manager's fault. But you shouldn't be paying your fucking running back $50 million if you ain't got no line to protect him.
That's just it's just an example. I'm not saying they're paying any running back 50 million for the year, but whose fault is it you can't get more than 2.5 yards? Is it the running back's fault or the offensive line's fault?
I mean, it's got to be the running back's fault because most folks
I
could
mean,
fall for 2 yards, bro.
well, I remember a point where Emmett Smith couldn't get more than 2.5 yards per carry, and Eddie George at Tennessee did the same thing at toward the end of his career and everything. Could get more than 2.5, but was it really their fault or was it the line? Because I remember Emmett Smith
Yes,
leaving and going to Arizona and getting more than 2.5 yards to carry.
but
That was his offensive line was struggling a little bit at that time.
well,
So
yeah,
my
I mean,
point is this: is that
everybody gets old and outwears their welcome.
but my point is this though: when you word it that way, the offensive line is basically creative, and the running back is the people who should be performing for you.
Well,
So if it can go both ways, is what I'm trying to say.
that was my point. It can go both ways. Sometimes it's creative. You can't. That's what I was saying. You can't always blame creative.
Right.
Does creative fuck up all the sometimes? Yes, creative sometimes fucks up. It is going to happen. But
Like
sometimes
for example, what creative
sometimes it
person
ain't
said it
creative's
was
fault.
what creative person said it was cool to fight in a golf course? That was terrible creative, wasn't
That wasn't a creative person didn't say that. An idiot said that. A rich idiot did that.
so
That
do
wasn't
you
creative at all.
did you see where they had talked about? I say they talked about. I read this somewhere, so I don't know if it's true or not. But there was a possibility of Kyrie Sane coming back for, which she did not, but coming back at the last PLE to finish her obligation on the storyline that they were doing.
That's
Now,
somebody.
if
That's somebody's wishful thinking. Is what that is.
I wonder if it was any legitimacy to it or not.
No, because if it were, they would have did what they did with Oscar. Oscar's not waving goodbye. if
Oscar's
Kyrie if
semi-retired.
if Kyrie Sane's coming back. So
So
again.
was there a big stink made about Apollo Crews?
No, you
I
know
didn't hear
why?
anybody say anything about Apollo
Because
Crews.
people forgot they were there.
I
I
didn't forget
forgot
about Apollo Crews.
I forgot Apollo Cruz was there.
I mean, if you brought his name up, I said, "Yeah, Apollo Crews.
Yeah,
That's
but
the guy."
who
That's
was
the
who was bringing his name up, Chris?
nobody was. That's the whole point.
Exactly.
That's what I'm
I
saying. So
no, I take that
why are
back.
you
There
so
was
mad about the New Day
there
who hadn't wrestled in a while versus not mad about Apollo Crews wasn't out there at that point?
because the New Day has a name and Apollo Cruz does not.
He had a little
The,
name.
complaining about the New Day will get you more attention than complaining about Apollo Cruz. That's why
It's a new day.
it's going to have to be somewhere else. And
You know, some people
again,
were really wanting, don't you?
what
Do you remember?
New Day,
Did you
New
remember all the talk? Do you remember the talk going around from some of the fans wanting to see?
New Day and the Young
Um,
Bucks? I hope they get it, bro.
no,
I
no, no,
hope
no, no. I'm talking in WWE.
what
When the New Day was still there, and a newcomer come to the company who may or may not could have substituted for Big E, who took the name Royce Keys.
Oh, I figured that's where you were going. No, that
Some
no,
people were like, "Hey, what if they throw him in the New Day? He can be like the new Big E."
no, no.
I'm
Royce
glad they
Keys,
did not do that.
Royce Keys would have been dead on arrival if they had did that. I'm
I'm
glad
glad
they
they did
didn't do
not do
that.
it.
That's why you don't let these people. That's why these people can't book. These people should not be in charge of anything. Some of these people can't even run their own fucking life first. Want to run a
On a
building out of
different
this?
note, that's not WWE related or AEW related. Did you see Marty Jannetty had his one of his feet amputated?
That's what happened when you do drugs, Chris.
I don't know if it was drug related. It's actually, I think it
It,
was. He had some kind
it,
of thing going on with a year-long fight with sepsis and infection, and
because
they
he
never
does
could
drugs,
get rid
Chris.
of it 100% the whole time or something like that. Is what they said.
Because he does drugs.
Oh,
That's
I know
why.
he does drug. Well, all right. How many wrestlers over the years have done drugs? A
There's
lot.
there's doing
It's a miracle Ric Flair is still standing today.
there's doing drugs and then there's drug addicts. Marty Jannetty's a drug addict.
Jeff Hardy,
Drug addict.
yeah, still standing though,
But he's
and wrestling.
hey, here's the difference. He got help. Jannetty's not getting help. Therefore, you have you can't go
So,
along. You can't be doing drugs and popping and doing God and sleeping with hookers and God knows whatever the hell else he was
you
doing.
know, you can make an argument over the getting help bit though.
What do you mean?
I mean, Jeff Hardy got help, right?
Yeah,
Who paid for the help?
the first time, the second time, or the third time.
Whichever time was it the companies he was employed with?
Yeah, for the most
Okay,
part.
if you were not employed by a company and you can't afford to pay for it,
But
what do you do?
you can still get help. That's a crutch.
There's still some places to go to. I mean,
Yes,
the
that there's
question
still
is it gonna be,
the
is
first
it
thing
gonna
is
do you good?
first of all, wanting to get help costs you nothing. You have to want to get help.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
free.
think he wants because he was that. They didn't call him Party Marty for nothing, right?
Right. And I remember there was a point. There's a reason Shawn Michaels doesn't speak to him right now. I think Shawn tried to help him, and he didn't want the fucking help.
I don't
So
know.
what he
There's some guy that's friends with him.
and you know what? I take that back. Marty Jannetty did go to rehab under WWE.
Did he?
Yes, when he came back for
Because you
that.
said first, second, or third time, so I figured one of those times had to be them.
Remember he went. I think he went to WCW for a little bit, and then he came back to WWE for a little bit. They sent him to rehab then.
Did he come back at one point and had a few solo matches?
Yes, they
Uh,
said that's when they sent him to rehab. He was supposed to
did he
be.
even get a belt for like a temporary moment?
I don't think he got a belt.
It seemed like I remember seeing a picture of him
If he did,
posing with a belt.
it might have been that was it European title they had?
Could have
Might have
been.
been
I
that.
don't know. It got me wondering now though. So of course I'm gonna look. Um, but
WWE.
while I'm looking it up, there was a guy who was friends with who's friends with Janetti, and he is blasting. he is blasting the WWE
Of
because
course,
they
because
didn't help take care of his medical.
that's the thing to do, bro.
All right.
That's the thing to do. It's all WWE's
So
fault.
before anybody says anything else about this, let me just say this: I am I was a big when I was younger Michael Jordan fan, right? So Chicago Bulls, Michael Jordan, blah blah blah. A lot of people came to the Bulls and played with Jordan and Pippen, right? You had Rodman, you had Kukoc, you had a great supporting cast: Ron Harper, Randy Brown, Steve Kerr.
I,
If
so wait, ho. Those people I would not say came to the Bulls to play with Jordan because they weren't. Ron Harper at when he got by the time he got to the Bulls, he was on the downside of his career.
Ron Harper said in an interview that he wanted to play with Michael Jordan, so he
He may
came
have
to the Bulls.
you could
His
say that.
agent approached the Bulls about signing him to a contract, and he got signed to a contract.
What
But
I'm
he got
saying is,
signed for to play basically to play a certain role in the team. He
well,
wasn't there to
let me
score.
put it this way: Michael Jordan didn't go out recruiting people to come play with him.
No,
I'll put
they
it that
all
way.
wanted to come. They wanted to come play with him. He didn't have to recruit nobody. When you're the best, people want to come play with you.
Right.
So, you notice nobody wants to go play with Crybaby.
But even if
Uh,
Ron, even if he did, Ron Harper was not. He was
but
already leave for 10. He
you
was
you are
already leave for
side
10
railing my
years.
point here. You're
No,
side
no,
railing
no.
my point.
Please finish your
So
point, sir.
my point was that if Ron Harper was losing a foot 10 years later, it's not the Chicago Bulls' job to pay for his medical expense at that point.
Not at all.
So that's my point I'm trying to make. For everybody who's mad about the WWE not paying for his medical, yes, he was employed by them at one point. That doesn't mean that they owe him a lifetime of medical treatment or anything like that. If one of us lose our job, we don't get lifetime medical from that job at that point later. It's not how that works, people. I
It,
mean,
I,
Janetti is capable of working in other places. He's capable of working a real job. Now, at this point, losing a foot, he's going to have to learn how to adapt to it. And I feel bad for him. I do. Nobody should have to lose a limb. I don't feel like that's cool at all. He should Nobody should have to lose a limb in any way. He's going to have to learn to adapt to it. And he's going to have to learn how to work. He can't wrestle. Nobody wanted him to wrestle anymore anyway because he always stayed high and drunk all the time. So if you can't trust him to come in and do a job without hurting somebody, including himself, why would you hire him? So now he's got to have a regular job, whether he's sacking groceries somewhere, or he's working in a factory, or whatever. He has to
I
get a job and take care of his own needs.
I haven't worked
Don't
for
go to the
Walmart in
company you
almost.
worked for 10 years ago, 15 years ago, and say, pay for his surgery, pay for his surgery. Don't come at us with a Kickstarter or GoFundMe or whatever it's called saying Marty Jannetty's hurt. Donate to his GoFundMe. Don't do that.
Yeah, I haven't
Brian
worked.
Knobs done wore that out.
I haven't worked for Walmart in about almost 5 years. You think Walmart wants my medical bills right now?
No,
I
not
just
at all.
I don't understand people, bro. I don't. Again, it's because it's WWE. They're supposed to do everything, and people say, "Oh, well, they're making all this money." Guess what? It's a business. They're supposed to make money. That's why you're in business. You don't get in business to lose money. You get in business to make money.
Listen,
Fucking
I
idiots.
knew that I knew I seen a picture of him holding a belt
What belt is it?
on May 17th, 1993. He defeated his former tag team partner Shawn Michaels to win the Intercontinental Championship.
Oh, okay. Well, why did I think it was the European title? I don't remember that.
Well, do you know why it wasn't memorable?
What?
He only lasted for 20 days.
That was a short 20 days.
Yeah. He also won the WWF World Tag Team Championships once with 1, 2, 3 Kid in 1994. So
I vaguely remember that.
yeah, I don't remember that one at all. I remember the other belt, and I don't know if they were just throwing him a bone or something or what they were doing, but you know,
That was their way of trying to help the man.
I truly think it had something to do with something like that. Yes, I do.
But but you know, bad WWE. How dare them?
How dare them? How
How
dare
dare them?
them? Here, let's uh, let's let's do this. Am I able to share a screen?
Yeah,
Where am I at here? Share. I don't think I can. So it's oh yeah, okay. It's different in mine. I'm sorry. Where's it at? Where is it at? Just so that people can see what we're talking about. Oh, sorry. There he is, holding that little intercontinental belt.
oh yeah, that belt. Why don't I remember that?
I I didn't remember it was in the IC belt. I just remembered it was a belt of some sort he was holding. It wasn't a tag team belt. I knew that, but
I just assumed it was the European title.
I, that Europe, that was a trash title. It really
Wait a minute,
was.
that title was pretty good when D'Lo had it, man. Come on now.
So it was not.
That was pretty good times when D'Lo Brown had it, bro. Come on now, come on, Chris. Don't be like that.
Sorry, I can't do
Don't
it.
don't be like that, Chris.
Okay. The
Don't
D'Lo
don't.
move.
What
Well,
what?
hey, who did it? Hey, who did it better? That's what I was gonna say. Who did it better, D'Lo Brown or Io Sky?
Yo, Scott, I'll tell you who looks better doing it.
Neither one of them.
Oh, come on, Io Scott's
Good
just the cutest thing.
God.
Come on,
Oh,
Chris,
she's
what are you doing?
cute. No. I ain't saying she ain't cute, man. But that whole man, I just can't even get with it. There's two things that annoyed me for a little bit, and one of them I ain't gonna bring it up because you're gonna talk a whole 30-minute tantrum on that one. So I'm not even gonna do that one. But the EO Sky is the other one though. That little finger thing pointing at her head.
I secretly think you hate Io Scott, Chris. I
I
secretly
don't
think
hate
you hate
EO
the.
Sky. I don't.
I
Matter of fact,
secretly,
I thought the whole
I don't.
thing where she was looking at her card with her image on the card was cute. Oh my god, that is me. Look at me.
See
I
now,
want a card.
now you're just being patronizing. Now I think you. I feel like you're making fun of me now, Chris.
I am not making. Well, I would never make fun of you.
I can't wait till Io Sky
I would
retire.
never,
That
ever, ever make fun of you.
I feel like I can't wait till Io Sky retires and start doing cons and meet and greets. I want to see how much exactly first how much she's going to charge, and then I want to see how much is Chris willing to pay to meet this. Because I guarantee you, 5 years after she retires and starts doing cons, there's going to be a picture of Chris floating around on Facebook with him and Io Sky doing this.
I'm not gonna be doing that. No. I'll be there
And,
though just to spite you. I'll do that.
and the funny part is he's going to pay to do this.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Oh, don't fight the feeling, Chris. You're gonna do it. It's all right. Look, I will not make fun of you.
I am going if everything goes okay. I am going at the end of this month to the Galaxy Con here in Nashville, and there are three wrestlers there, or three
Is that the
people
one?
who are. Hmm?
Is that the one New Day's gonna be at?
No, there's well, if they're at a
That's supposed to
Galaxy
be.
Con, it's not in Nashville.
Okay, I know. I heard they was
Galaxy
gonna be in a.
Cons all across the country. So,
Okay,
um, now Jerry Lawler is going to be there. I've always wanted to meet Jerry Lawler because that's what I grew up watching here in Nashville was a lot of Jerry Lawler and Memphis wrestling. Jimmy Hart's going to be there. That's the guy who's always bringing people in to get rid of Jerry Lawler every week. And Ricky the Dragon Steamboat's going to be there.
dude. When's the last time you seen Ricky Steamboat, bro?
Last year at a
Dude,
con,
he still look like he could wrestle, bro.
I know he. I did.
He's just
I didn't
crazy.
go to his. I didn't go to his table last year when I saw him because I had only so much money, and I had to say
I only
who
had
I
so
really
much
wanted to
money.
go to more. Right, I've already got an autographed picture of Rick Steamboat when he was on Bobby Fulton's. Bobby and his son Dylan used to do this online thing where they would host people and they would do autograph signings live. And you go in and you get in. Basically, you tell them you want to get yours and you pay for it. And the person that was there would talk to you for a second over. He'd look at the screen and talk directly to you, answer any question you typed in for him, right? And then he'd sign your thing and show it to you, and then put it aside, and they'd mail it off to you. So I got one of Rick Steamboat on there. I didn't get a picture made with him though. I thought that'd be cool to have though. Go meet him, get a picture made with him.
You got to get some of these signed, man.
Get what?
You got to get something signed. You can't just,
I've got something signed.
What'd you get?
It's a picture of him holding the WCW title when he was champ.
The one is that the one he beat
He beat Ric Flair
Flair? Yeah, yeah.
and then lost it back to Flair. He beat
So
him in at the Chi-Town Rumble, I think it was. Lost it back in Nashville a month or two later.
that's not the is that the one where Terry Funk got involved?
Mm-hmm. The Terry
Yeah,
Funk beating Terry Funk jumped Ric Flair at the end of it.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So
same one.
I got a hell of a memory, man. My wife asked me something funny the other day. I was in there, I've been, dealing with what I was dealing with, and I just throw on, you know, first of all, let me before I say that, I'm gonna say this. I saw somebody post something the other day, and uh, they said WWE owns all of this old territory footage, and they don't do anything with it. And I'm like, so y'all just be posting stuff to just incite dumbness. I said, y'all had it on when the network first came out. We all had it, right?
Mm-hmm.
990 was it 9.99, right?
Right.
We all had the network. Then it got moved over to Peacock, and then everybody complained about that, but you still had the network. And if you knew how to manipulate Peacock, you didn't even pay 9.99 for it. You could have got it for cheaper or maybe even free
Mm-hmm.
because it came with certain subscriptions. And now it's off. People are like, well, you got to pay $30 a month for the PLEs. Okay, but these are the same people, because I was one of them who paid $60 for pay-per-views, and there were some bad pay-per-views for $60, bro.
No, we were younger.
All the way up until like 2000, what, 2005, 2004, something like that.
Yeah, we used to have. I think you told me you did it too, but we used to do watch parties. We throw in,
Yeah,
depending on how many people came by, anywhere from $5 to $10 a piece, and
yeah.
we'd
My
buy
my uncle
pizzas and
would my
drinks
uncle
and
would
stuff.
he would have it he would order it, and then we all kick in, bring him $10, boom, boom, But still, we were paying 60 to 65, some places $70. And again, some of these pay-per-views, here's what people don't remember. I'm old enough to remember this. The pay-per-view started at 8 on a Sunday
Mm-hmm.
and didn't end to like 11 something.
Mm-hmm.
So if you went to somebody's house, and depending on the type of entertainment and type of environment you were in, you probably drank or did some other stuff, and now you got to drive back home at 11 o'clock at night to go to work the next morning. You mean to tell me you want that back? You rather have that than nowadays PLEs are coming on at 5 or 6 o'clock on a Saturday and over by 8, and you can do. If I were in my 20s and PLEs were like they were back then, I mean like they are now back then, I would have watched this. I would have came home, carved me out 2.5 hours, watched me a PLE, then got dressed and went out, and still had money in my pocket because I didn't pay 50, 60, $70 for a pay-per-view.
Right.
Yeah, so now people are complaining that you got to pay 30, and I get it. Times are rough. I paid $30. That why I paid the $30, right? And they say, oh, it's not worth 30 because you got to pay $30 for here. You got to pay what, Netflix with commercials is what, $9, $8 or something like that. Which
Somewhere in there.
which for the most part people already had. Because I mean, raise your hand if you don't have Netflix.
Yeah, I wasn't complaining about the Netflix part 'cause I already had it for sure. I
Right.
just wasn't paying anything extra on top of it.
So and then again, some people already had ESPN. So you really want some people weren't paying extra. I didn't have ESPN, so I had to pay extra. But then if they were talking about how the network is gone, I'm like, do y'all realize that the whole network is on YouTube for free?
I was waiting for you to get done 'cause I was going to bring up the fact I heard it was moving to YouTube.
It's been there. It's been there for
So
months.
I know there's for example I know you know the WCW channel on
There's a
YouTube.
WCW channel. There's a WCW channel. There's a WWE channel, and then there's a WWE Vault channel. So
Yeah.
the WWE channel plays, the contemporary stuff. The Vault plays the old stuff. If you want to go see some old NWA, whatever, you go to the WCW channel. Then there's a TNA channel, right? You can go see all of TNA. You don't have to go get the TNA, whatever that streaming service is. You can watch it on YouTube.
And the vault has things like AWA and World
Yeah,
Class
it
Championship
has. It has.
Wrestling, and
You can go in there right now and find what you need. It's that
I
simple, and it's
I
free.
don't think, and you correct me if I'm wrong, 'cause I don't know for a fact. I don't think they can get Memphis Wrestling though. The guy who owns the rights to the Memphis Wrestling archive didn't. He never sold it. That's
So,
Corey. What's his
and,
name? Used to be one of the announcers.
what does that tell you? Because if you
Randy
can't,
Hales is one of them, and Corey, whatever his name, is the other one. Both of them, one of them has half of it, and the other one has the other half or something. It's crazy how it worked out. I don't know, but it
so
doesn't
so
really matter because most of the stuff that they had, um, Jerry Jarrett back in the day was so cheap. He re-recorded over some of the older stuff they had anyway, instead of buying new reels or new tapes or whatever to store the stuff on. He just kept going back over and back over and back over, and then some of the quality's not very good on some of them too. Some of the key things I remember growing up, I did. I just watched something earlier today. It was a stretcher match between the Fabulous Ones and the Moondogs. That the Moondogs won, and I was like, man, I ain't seen that in like, God, I don't know, 40 years, 50 years, maybe not
here's
50 years, 40 years.
here's the thing though, right? If you can't watch Memphis wrestling now, you couldn't watch it back then on the network because the guy wouldn't sell it, so it was never on the network.
Right, right. But
So,
I was always able to get what I wanted on YouTube though, because they would share it on
and
YouTube.
and,
I was
and,
always able to
and,
get that.
and like I said, you can go to YouTube and pull it all up. We're literally looking at it right here. It's
Yeah,
1981, whole episode, right?
yeah. They got
There's a whole
exactly
playlist.
the episodes as they were on television. Some of them even have the commercials from that time frame still in
Exactly.
on it.
So I'm trying to figure out
Right
what
there.
part
Okay,
of
go
these
back
people.
up for a second. Go back up. To us. You
Like
just
this.
had it a second ago. I saw where Jerry Lawler was hitting the guy outside the ring. No, you're going too far now. Scroll back the other way, slow. You see Jerry Lawler hitting somebody just outside the ring who looks like Dusty Rhodes.
What in the world is that? Is
There's
that
Jimmy
Jimmy Valiant?
Valiant, Jerry.
No, that's
That's
Bill Dundee. Yeah.
that's handsome Jimmy, baby. King of Info, he would say. Keep going. There's him and there's Lawler and Dundee. But there's a guy that Lawler was fighting. He had not really. He had. You'd have to watch the whole thing to understand it. Yeah, I'll tell you. Go back and watch it later, if anything, or I'll find the
Yeah.
clip and
I
I'll
mean,
send it to you.
there's all kind of stuff. You can go to WCW and you get everything you need. Everything you need. It's all right
Hmm.
here. Nitros, Thunders, uh, uh, World Championship Wrestling, the Horsemen, the Crockett Cups, all of that. TNA. It's all right there. Like, what are these people talking about, Chris?
I have no idea.
What
They're
are these people talking
obviously
about?
not educated on the art of YouTube. I guess. I mean,
They they too busy watching Japanese anime girls
listen,
on
you can
YouTube.
also go in there and watch classic MLW too, that had really good stuff at that time.
And NWA. If you're not a fan, if you're a fan of NWA, it's on here. Matter of fact, I meant to tell you the Crockett Cup is coming back. They're doing it at the ECW
Uh,
arena.
Old Ring of Honor stuff is on there too.
They're doing a Crockett Cup now. So if you want to check that out, I forgot when it is, but they're doing it in at the
Oh,
24 Hours Arena.
it's being drug out a little bit too. I mean, like right now, Ricky Morton's son, Kerry Morton, is a part of a team called the Southern Six, and I think they're one of the favorites to win it. Probably they were in it
Is
last year too.
what was that guy that was in that group y'all had in EFAS? What was it called? That group we demolished. I can't remember the name of that group. You were part of them.
You didn't demolish any group. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah, Chris in the selective memory.
Are
Who
we
was the guy
referring
that
to the Brotherhood? Are you talking
the
about
brother?
Chad?
Yeah, Chad Bartlett. That's his name.
Chad Bartlett.
I wonder if he's
He
still
is still
wrestling.
wrestling.
He's down there with Morton, right? Oh, that's where he trained
No,
at.
no, no. He
Oh,
left there, went to the Carolinas somewhere. Last I heard.
okay, okay.
When he was at the school of Morton, he had a tag team called the White Claw Outlaws. That was
Yeah,
great.
him and was what's that big fat guy? Klein something. Klein something was the name of
Justin
it.
Klein does somewhere
Justin Klein.
else.
No, he was with Chad Bartlett though, right? When they were
I,
in,
if he wasn't with him real long. He was managing some other guy that looked like a fraternity row kid or something.
yeah, I remember he had that pink sweater tied around his neck.
Yeah, he was like you trying to be Mr. Sophisticated or Mr. like Chip at the country club kind of thing. It's crazy.
Justin Klein, I tell you,
And then he went
that's
on later on and did his little too fine Justin Klein bit.
there's a character who talk about living a gimmick. He lived the gimmick for
Oh,
real.
dude, he would make people so mad, and I would whisper him and laugh. Go, dude, you're cracking me up. And he whispered
I,
back, laughing, and goes, "Yeah, they get tore up too easy, don't they?"
I have a way of getting under people's skin. You probably remember some of those. But
Yeah,
you were on your way out when I
I
joined
was
in
on
there.
my
So
way out the door, luckily,
yes,
thankfully.
yeah. But I got on. I had him. You have not lived until you see Justin Klein so frustrated he can't talk and he just start rambling off shit. It's just the funniest thing ever. But no,
Not too many people.
this stuff is all you can. If you're complaining about the network, bro, I don't know. It's free. It's fucking free. I don't. Anything you want, it's free.
Right?
I don't. What at this point now? It sounds like I'm a WWE apologist, but what the fuck do you want them to do? What do you want them to do? Like they give you this, you complain about that. You fix that, they go complain about this. What do you want them to do? There's not going to be a perfect wrestling company,
It's too hot today. It's not hot enough tomorrow.
pretty much.
I don't like the winter. I wish summer would get here. Summer's here. It's so hot. When are we getting the cold weather back again?
I don't know if you heard about the John Cena Classic, where you can
Yes, I heard.
even if somebody wins, you can vote for somebody else. I truly believe that's WWE saying like doing that to y'all. It's like y'all want to book the show, okay, book the show. Even if we book somebody to win, you can change it. Just go book the show.
Yeah.
I think that's WWE's way of saying, you know what, fuck all of you. We, you want to run the show? Run the show.
Have
Go
at
do
it.
it.
Have
Because
at it.
everybody thought the announcement was. What did everybody say the announcement John Cena's announcement was going to be? I thought it was going to be a WrestleMania announcement. I was wrong. But some people thought like he was introducing somebody or bringing somebody in or doing. I'm like,
A lot of
y'all
people thought he was gonna. The whole announcement thing was a part of the PLE, right?
right.
And a lot of people thought he was gonna come out there and announce he was gonna be Danhausen's partner because the Miz had disrespected him in the ring at the previous thing, when Danhausen and the Minis were there and stuff.
What, what
But he just retired. Why would he come back this quick when he said to you he's not coming back? He was serious and for real.
and I honestly don't think he's going to wrestle again.
I don't
I
think
truly don't believe.
I don't I'll never say never, but not this soon for sure. He just got out of it. I mean, he's not going to come back
I'm
just
saying
like that.
because you have people saying he's coming back and sticking around because he is going to wrestle again. I'm like, no, he told y'all he was going to be an ambassador for WWE. That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's being a freaking ambassador. He he's the one guy that can come out there and take an announcement about nothing and make it interesting. Because
Although
I'm watching
I
him.
didn't find it that interesting, really.
I mean, but it was entertaining. What I mean, it was entertaining watching him announce it. It was. I'm not a fan of it. I don't think it was the best thing to do. I don't think it's the greatest idea. But damn, he got the crowd excited announcing the shit. He had them pumped up.
I mean, people still love John Cena. So, I mean, that's natural.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what I'm
It's
saying.
like when the Undertaker comes out. People still pop for the Undertaker.
people say, oh, they're creative. That was creative. It's creative to say, hey, we have a dumbass announcement, but we want to get it over. Instead of Triple H coming out there announcing, or instead of us just putting out a commercial, we'll just send John Cena out there because they're not going to boo John Cena, no matter what the fuck he announces. They ain't booing him. He could have announced that the next WrestleMania was going to be in Iran. They wouldn't have booed that. They'd have cheered that shit. And then they got in the car
The
and be like,
next
wait,
PLE is in North Korea. Come if you
right.
will.
Yeah, they'd have been cheering until they got in the car and be like, wait a minute, what?
Did
We're
you
not
think
going through
the
this shit.
Did you think the Danhausen bit with a mini Danhausen
I
was any? I mean,
again,
honestly, I mean, outside of the
it
little giggle you might have got from it,
it was. I laugh at it because I accept it for what it is. I accept. I compare Danhausen. Danhausen is today's Hornswoggle. It's today's. What's the guy with the snake? Santino Morella. Because see, here's what people aren't understanding. At some point, our truth is really going to be gone for good. He's going to be gone, and ain't no battle cheering or protesting is going to bring him back. He's going to be gone.
a
If you're
lot of
going to have
people.
if you're going to have comedy in wrestling, and the person you have as the comedy guy ain't there, you got to have somebody to replace him.
Dutch Mantel said Danhausen was brilliant. He said that there was a prime example of a man who understands his limitations and ran with it. He knew
Because
he was not an outstanding wrestler by any means,
uh,
but
but he wanted to
he's
be
a
he
great
wanted to be a wrestler.
entertainer. He's a great
Yeah,
entertainer, and he's in a place where he can what?
entertain
Entertain.
and get paid a
That's
lot
all
of
he's doing.
fucking
He's
money
not
to
really
do it.
wrestling matches.
No, I mean he's wrestling matches, but they're not wrestling matches.
Yeah, he's not really
He's not
wrestling matches.
he's not going to be in he's not going to be in the IC title hunt. He's not going to be in the US title hunt. He
Right.
damn sure won't be in a world title hunt. He's there for entertainment. Guess who else is in the audience? There's kids in the audience. They're laughing their ass out, and there's some childlike adults in the audience as well.
Some childlike people at home too.
I, I, I'm going to say his name, and maybe he'll appear in the next 10 to 15 minutes, because that's probably how much longer I can do this. But there are people like Chili Ray Phillips that are watching. We got to entertain those people.
Where you at, Chili Ray? Say his name and he'll appear. Just like last time. You invoked the name, and within 5 minutes, he was posting in the chat room.
Yeah, I think he
I'm
secretly
watching.
sits around and I think he sits around and watches the show and then waits for us to say his name just so he can appear.
I'm well. He's actually back to work now, so he might be at work. So
Oh well, thank God. He we, we could wait till after the show posts online for him to say something incredibly stupid. It'd be great. 'Cause,
I am glad
He,
he's back to
he,
work though. Ch-
I'm definitely glad he's back to work. His fandom
Chili
is
Ray's
all
a
over the
good
place
guy.
though.
Chili Ray's a good guy.
You can't pencil him into one certain level of fandom because he's all over the place. Like he'll
He
like this
does
person and you
love. He is kind of like me. Though. He does love the old school better than current stuff though. He is like me in that way.
I'm gonna I too love the old school. When I go back to watch wrestling highlights, it's never um anything current or within the last 5 to 10 years that I go back and watch. It's always something 15, 20, 30 years older, right?
Yeah,
With the exception of the last PLE that I had to go back and watch because, situations. Um,
situations.
but I need you and Chili and all of you guys to join hands and to realize that it's not 1985 anymore.
Excuse me, sir.
Join us in the
What is
21st
my
century.
podcast again? What is my
Th- th- I-
podcast?
th- th-
Say its name. Say its name.
Retro life for you.
There you
I
go.
get it.
Thank you. Retro. That's old stuff. Okay, old stuff.
But
That's what we're talking
look,
about.
I'm not saying you can't go back and enjoy the old stuff. What I'm trying to say is the old stuff is called the old stuff for a reason because it's old stuff. It's It's a new day, Chris.
It's a
Join us in the
new
new
day.
day. It's we're not having concession stand brawls. We're having matches on golf courts now.
But
We've
concession stand
evolved,
brawls
Chris.
are cool.
Yeah, well, it's more believable. I've seen. You want to know why? I've seen several fights at concession stands. I don't know how many rap concerts you've been to in your life, Chris.
Um, do you want me? You give me a rap for you? Is that what you want?
If you go to one, you
That's what you want.
there's a very strong possibility that there's going to be a fight at the concession stand. I'm just saying.
Yes.
But how many golf courses have you been to and a brawl broke out, or just a fight broke out? Not a lot.
I'm
It,
sorry.
it, that
I'm
doesn't
sorry.
happen.
I got distracted for a second. Apparently, somebody's been blasting your channel.
I've ignored it. I've ignored it. I've ignored it. I don't know
I
what the
just
fuck they're talking. I don't know what they're talking about, Chris. I have no don't. I'm not even acknowledging this crazy person.
I don't know what that's about.
I,
That's crazy.
it's not even relevant to what we're talking about. I
No,
don't know
it's
what
not.
they're saying that's making them say the stuff they're saying because there's no video game going on here.
No, there's not. That
Nobody's
is
playing a
too
video game.
much. That's too
Do we
much.
look that much like characters that we look like we're in a video game? Is that what's going on?
Maybe I don't know. The name Lyra stands out for wrestling, but I mean, that is not a wrestler in there.
I already been on Twitch to see exactly what and who that was. I'm under the impression that there's a certain individual who likes to make up pages and stalk this show because they have nothing else better to do with their life.
No,
Yeah,
I don't believe you. I
it,
do not believe that some people would do something like that.
Chris, you know people personally who will do stuff like that. Come on now. How? I, it's not this person, but how many pages does Rob have?
That's
Come
because
on.
Rob keeps getting suspended for 30-day bans because he does stupid stuff.
I was
Oh my
I was 8 years old when what you sent me happened.
God.
That's probably eight. That's
That's the
probably eight
video
year
right
old
there.
me.
You got to watch that when you get a moment. Watch him smash that bottle over his head. That's the guy. I had him on. I had him on the old wrestling podcast I had. His name is what's his Roger something, but his character's name was Dirty Rhodes. He looked like
You
Dusty
say
Rhodes.
dirty roads.
Dirty Rhodes because he favored
Uh,
Dusty
th-
Rhodes in a way.
those names were so original back in the day.
He, him, and this guy named Don Bass were under mask as Fire and Flame, and they got unmasked. So when they got unmasked, they're now cowboys. It's Cowboy Don Bass and the Cowboy Dirty Rhodes.
I mean, the originality with the
I
names
know.
here.
Yes,
What I'm gonna need you. He kind of does look like Dusty Rhodes.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna need you to catch up with some AAA, bro.
Yeah, I can't do that.
He's even dressed like Dusty Rhodes. The same hair and everything.
I know. Do you know who else he used to be?
Who?
Um, in NWA, there was they were oh god, they were a masked men tag
He
team.
he works like shit though.
Him and Jody somebody, real popular. That I don't think they were the Assassins or something or what they were. They were pretty popular back in the day in NWA.
You're not talking about Jody
He
Hamilton, are you?
Yeah, Jody Hamilton and that guy that's doing Dirty Rosary. They were under the mask together as a tag team.
He works like shit. He throws the most awkward looking punch you ever
I
seen in your
know it
whole
does
life.
not look great. Oh, are they beating Tommy Rich up right now? Is that what they're doing?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. You keep watching that, they'll finally clear the ring, and they'll
the
come out
guy
and
in the
start.
singlet looks like if he stomps one more time, he's gonna pass the fuck out. he's like like if he has to exert any more energy than he's doing, he's just gonna drop right there.
See, you should be sharing with the audience right now. They have no idea what you're talking about.
I will more than I would be more than happy to share. Let me Let me see. And this is also proof positive that you don't need to be, exactly. What's the
So,
word I'm
so,
looking for?
so you got
You don't
three.
really.
You got three guys in there. The one that's bald headed is Larry somebody or another. He was a Torch. It was Fire, Flame, and Torch. Torch is not that important. The two other two guys is Fire and Flame.
Torch is not that important.
He was not that important, really. I mean, he was a part timer at best.
I don't think anybody in this ring is important
At the
outside of Tom,
time, at the
outside of Tommy
time, it was a
Rich.
big thing. It was a big thing at the time
Of course,
because
again,
they were brawlers. I mean, they were, the guy playing Dirty Rhodes and Don Bass were brawlers and everything. But that's what it come down to.
8-year-old me would have been in front of the TV like, yeah, kick him, stop him.
Yeah, hit him again. But they left Tommy Rich in a bloody mess, basically. That was on TV every week, right there. By the way,
Boy,
blood cut open, busted open, and so Jerry Lawler apparently they ran Jerry Lawler off the road is the story. That's why he wasn't there. And whenever they come back, Lawler and Rich come out together. Rich looking like he's one of the people from 1776 and just in a bad battle with the British. You'll see, you'll see in a minute. And then Lawler takes a Coke bottle and busts it over Dirty Rhodes' head. And I asked him about it. I said, that looked so real when he did it. He goes, you know why? He said, because it was real. That bottle was thick. It hurt like hell. But you smash things on top of someone's head, the hardest part of your head. You know,
I'm pretty sure they used some good old
there
shoulder
they
pads
are.
back in the
Look at
day.
him. Did you see how the
You ain't gonna
bottle
just walk up
broke?
to me and hit me over the head with a bottle like that, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he just
you
walked
ain't gonna
right
just
to
walk up
him.
to me and hit me over the head with a bottle.
Just let him walk up there to
Oh,
you.
the sale job is amazing, bro.
You
Look at these fuckers just
gotta chase him around the
that
ring, hit
chair.
him some more.
That chair is whipping Jerry Lawler's ass, bro.
That pullover shirt looks like it's whooping his tail.
But yeah,
Boom.
that was a stiff shot there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he actually. But yeah, man, look, dude. Again, this proves our point. You just
It's
pulled
out
up something
there.
you wanted to see, and it's right there.
Yeah. I can pull up old
You
school
want to
Rock and Roll Express if I want to. I can pull up old school Road Warriors, Legion of Doom. I can watch the
all you got
original War Games match.
all you gotta do is pay your internet bill. You'll watch whatever you want to watch.
That's pretty much it right there.
Well, sir, I appreciate you being a distraction this week. It was a much needed wrestling conversation we should have had. It was fun. I enjoyed it. I didn't get you all riled up like I wanted to, but just
I
just
mean,
just
I,
wait
I
till
told you I was going to behave this week. I mean, I
just
don't want to send you to the hospital or anything. I mean,
just wait till
blood
after
pressure shooting through the roof and stuff. I don't want to do that.
just wait till after Saturday night's main event next week. I'll get you going.
Oh, is there a Saturday Night Spin event next week?
Yes, sir.
I may or may not watch it. I don't know.
Oh God, Jesus Christ! Come on, kid. Come on,
It just depends what kind of mood I'm in.
kid. Oh Lord, I swear, yeah. I forgot, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if y'all knew this or not. Chris has been out here just on a date and just tearing up Tennessee, just all kind of honky tonks, just
Is that is
drive
that what I'm?
driving the ladies wild. He has no time to be at home on a Saturday night watching
Well, I
PWs.
do drive people wild. That's a fact, pretty much. I don't know about no honky tonks or anything. I mean, that's not my
is that
style.
is that what they call them down in Tennessee? The honky tonks?
That's what you're calling it. I mean,
I didn't look. I didn't make up the name.
I
I got
believe
it from
I
somewhere.
believe the term honky tonk. Hey, why gotta be a honky tonk for? What's up with that? Jeez. No, I believe
That's
the
what they're
term.
called. I don't know what
I
to tell you.
believe the term honky tonks is what they used to refer to as the country western bars. I
Yeah,
never frequented bars of any kind, so I can't really say I've been to one before.
you don't go to bars, Chris.
No,
I've
sir.
got you. I've got you all wrong. I
I'm
could have
not a bar
sworn you.
person. You know I don't drink, so I'm not a bar scene person.
Chris just. I just knew you were the type to hop in your deuce in the quarter back in the day and just roll up to the honky tonk and slap your quarter down on the pool table and just run shop.
No, no,
That wasn't you.
no. Sorry.
Excuse me for trying to make your life a little bit more interesting.
That's all right. Thanks for trying to bring some culture to me. I appreciate it. And the honky tonks. I appreciate it.
I did not put the emphasis on
May
honky.
as well be the may as well be the cracker bar next time or something. I guess I don't know.
Hey, I've never been to a Cracker Barrel, so I don't know what to tell you. I've heard they have good food. I've just
Absolutely,
never been. I've never
absolutely.
been to a Cracker Barrel.
You come on down here. I'll
I've,
take you to a Cracker Barrel.
there's a Cracker Barrel about 30 minutes from my house. I've driven past it plenty of times. I've just never been in. Is
Missing
the
out.
food
That's
really
all I
that?
can say.
Is the food really that good?
I mean, it depends on what time you go there.
Damn. Wait a minute. I know I ain't going because if I gotta
I mean,
wait till a
it's
certain
it's
time of
actually
the day to
pretty
get
good.
good food, I mean,
No, it's actually pretty good. But they got a good breakfast there. I like their chicken and dumplings. That's good food right there.
I, I've also never been to a Waffle House, so there you go.
Well, I've been to a Waffle House. I may not get them scattered, smothered, and covered, but I've been there.
Scott, you're gonna have to break that down. What is
Just look it up.
if you
Type in
if you
Waffle
say that
House scattered, covered, and smothered. See what you find out. While you're at it, type
if you
in Waffle House and Randy Savage too. You get a good story out of it.
if you say that in the strip club, that might mean something totally different. Just this is how you know the show should have been over 10 minutes ago.
I know. We're reaching.
uh, Thank you, sir, for joining us, joining me. It's been a pleasure. I don't think we're gonna do. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna do a podcast next week. You know what's going on, so I'm not gonna be available to do a podcast next week. But the week after that, I'll be right back. We'll be right back. I'll try to get Chris a little bit more pissed off. I want Chris knocking down that Hellraiser poster behind him. I want him that mad. I want you just pulling that shit off the wall.
You
I
do
want you put.
realize that's just a picture, right? That's a green screen background picture.
Is it?
That's what my bedroom used to look like.
Damn it!
I
Had me
took a
fooled.
I took a picture of it so I can have a solid background with stuff on it. So, because right now, if I
Look
turn
at
this off, all you're going to see is my closet door behind me. It's not a very
look
good
at Chris.
picture. It's just a closet
Look at
door and a
Chris
white
being
wall.
look at Chris being creative.
Yeah, I
You
got
oughta
to do something, man. It's
you oughta
embarrassing.
you oughta see if WWE's hiring.
Can't do no worse.
You be the only guy in the writers' room trying to come up with something for LA Night.
I want to have LA Knight
Put
run the gauntlet one night and win every match,
I,
including the heavyweight title.
I, I can see him there every week. What do we have for LA
Hey,
Night?
hey,
Put
he's
the
going to
belt
be
on
a.
him.
Hey, what is it you call it when somebody wins has won all the belts at one point?
Grand Slam champion? Oh
Grand
no.
Slam. Yeah, he's gonna be a
Yeah.
Grand Slam champion in one night. He's gonna win them all in one night. He's already won the U.S. title once, right?
And,
So
and and the stock will go from 218 a share to 18 cents a share in
then I'm
three
gonna buy
hours.
it all up. I'm gonna buy it all up.
I'd be
Then
basically
we're gonna
buying a
take it.
50.
Like, then we
You
go
be
back
buying
to
a
the
pack of
regular
50 cent.
broadcasting.
You be buying a pack of 500 loose leaf paper. That's what you'll be buying if you do that booking. That's what it is, bro. All right. Well, we've done an hour 20, way beyond our. It's past my bedtime, and Chris has got to go dream about LA Night winning the
Alexa
title.
Bliss,
You say Alexa, I say live. Yeah.
both.
It's hey. You can only handle one at a time, sir. It's a
Got a
hell of a way to
waiting,
go.
got a waiting room out there for one.
It's a hell-
Hey, watch
okay.
TV in the next room. YouTube's
Clinton,
on.
on that note, I am Mr. KS. That is still haven't watched Chris Adams, living in 1985 and loving it. This
Thank
is
you.
front.
Thank you very much.
This is Front Row Wrestling Podcast. We are out.